It was a boiling summer. Jack, Alfie, and Parker were on their way to the old park. The park was poorly maintained, and so the young machines were sent to help maintain it. Parker was very excited. "I can't wait to see those cute ducklings," he said to himself. When they arrived, they could hardly believe their eyes. The park still looked fun, but its swings were very crooked. The sandcastles were ruined, and there was so much litter on the ground. "By golly," exclaimed Jack, "this is another fine mess." "Cheer up, Jack," quipped Alfie. "With a lot of work, that means more fun. Right, Parker?" Parker wasn't listening. He was gazing at the cute ducklings in the small duck pond. "Oh, how cute," he bubbled. His operator interrupted. Less daydreaming and more thinking of working. Soon the young machines were hard at work. Alfie carefully began to scoop up the litter and carried it away elsewhere. Jack's operators went to work mending the swing structures, and the slide was being cleaned. "This is more like it," whizzed Jack. Parker was working hard too, but he wasn't being careful. As he dug around, he couldn't stop looking at the ducklings. "They are so cute. They just make my day happier," he thought to himself. Then there was trouble. Parker was so busy looking at the ducklings, he forgot to watch where he was going. Parker was very surprised. So were Jack, Alfie, and their operators. Just then, water started gushing out. The duck pond was broken, and suddenly the ducks were swept away. "What have you done?" groaned a workman. "Now we've got to repair the park and the duck pond." Parker felt very embarrassed. When Jack and Alfie went for help, Parker felt very bad for causing an accident and losing those precious ducklings. "I must stay behind and try to find them," he said to his operator. "I mustn't let Miss Jenny down." His operator didn't argue, and soon Parker went duck hunting. He searched and searched and searched, but he couldn't find the ducklings anywhere, no matter what river stream he followed. He arrived back at the pond. He was too tired to return to the yards, so he decided to spend the night at the park while his operator went home that night. That night, during a storm, Parker began dreaming. The ducks were still missing, and Miss Jenny sent him to look forever until he found them. He searched and searched and searched, but couldn't find them anywhere, no matter what path he chose. "It's hopeless," he said to no one in particular. "Those ducklings are lost forever." The next morning, as Parker woke up, he could hear some noises. Jack and Alfie were back. This time they brought Patrick with them. Patrick was showing them just where to place those materials for the pond. "There," he said grandly, "this is a work of art." Jack and Alfie raised their arms and high-fived each other. Patrick had fixed the duck pond. "But what has become of those cute little ducklings?" Parker sighed. Suddenly he heard a faint quacking sound. He looked all around. Then he looked down in his bucket and gasped. There, inside his bucket, were the ducklings from yesterday. His bucket was full of water, and they swam around happily. Parker was very relieved. His duck hunt was over.